There's been something in the water in Australia for the past decade. From WA's Tame Impala and Spacey Jane to Sydney's Flume and Gang of Youths, the music from Down Under has been dominating playlists and shutting down music festivals. Today we're exploring a Bondi duo right at the start of their journey. They've recently collaborated with some of the industry's heavyweights, and with a debut album on the horizon, we're incredibly excited to see where they go next. If you're not on board yet, then you soon will be, as we answer the question, who the f*** are Royel Otis? Royel Otis, Royel Maddell and Otis Pavlovic formed in November 2020 after Maddell returned to Australia from living in New York. They met at a bar where Maddell works. Their initial connection was based on the shared love of the Alessi Brothers' 1975 yacht rock anthem, Seabird. They're based in Bondi, Sydney, New South Wales. Musically, they give me major Mystery Jets vibes, especially with their track Going Kokomo. The vocal style is reminiscent of Blaine Harrison, but also has that real surf pop sound like a modern day Beach Boys. It also makes you think of artists like The Drums. They put out their first track, Only One, in July 2021, which would go on to feature on their debut EP, Campus.
Stick around just for different reasons, like the ones I left behind.
The EP also featured the standout single Without You, which takes me straight back to the mid-noughties with acts like NGMT and Foster the People.
Like Without You, I guess, is like a breakup song. Days in the Dark is a bit of a breakup song. They do have that sad loneliness feel, but we didn't really sit down in the collective and be like, let's write a sad EP, because it is also
just came out natural.
Never been more sure, yeah.
They've also noted that they feel like the record could fit really well into a Studio Ghibli anime film like Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle. An image that could work really well. A Studio Ghibli style music video has to be in the works. But it was with their single Oysters in My Pocket that amassed them a following. It's a tune all about rolling through life with a laid-back attitude, not getting too hung up, and just enjoying the moment. Well, that's my interpretation anyway. But with that repeating line of, oh well, that's miles away, it kind of gives me the impression of the importance of living in the moment and how key that is. This outlook can be heard all across their second Bar and Grill EP, created in the sunny mountains of Byron Bay. The EP captures the fun-loving spirit of their aim to make music that doesn't take itself too seriously. Byron's known for its hippies, spirituality, and laid-back, slow beach town vibes, and I think their music perfectly reflects that carefree, live-in-the-moment nature. It's also the location of their music video for Oysters in My Pocket, Ballina, the giant prawn. In an interview with The Enemy, they expressed their intention to invite everyone to the party, showcasing their inclusive approach. This energy is evident in tracks like Bull Breed and the brilliant Motels.
Time can change, but I'll give you my number. I could stay forever as your motel boy.
It was in October 2022 when they dropped their track KoolAid that I realised that this band had much more going for it than a quirky record about hiding seafood. This record really sums that whole feeling of crushing really hard on someone, even if they don't even know that you're alive. It's like an anthem for everyone that's ever found themselves yearning for someone way out of their league. They further justified their more than just a one-hit wonder with the brilliantly uplifting I Wanna Dance With You, a record perfectly primed for festival season. But nothing caught me more off guard with the fantastic Sofa King. This record takes everything they've built thus far and gives us a glimpse into the future. And merging bejangly guitars with old drum breaks isn't something new, but it really works. Also, having like a 4-word chorus that makes you want to just scream at a loved one it was always going to be a bit of a win for this old romantic. After the release of Sofa Kings, they teased the upcoming album, mentioning they'd worked with Dan Carey and James Ford. Dan Carey, known for working with other music club favourites including Foles, Fontaines DC, Slow Time, Wet Leg, and James Ford, who is of course one half of Simian Mobile Disco, known for working with also Foles, Shane, Florence, Haim, and Arctic Monkeys. They released their latest EP, Sofa Kings, at the end of 2023, which The Enemy described as ridiculously catchy without being gimmicky. It also featured a personal favourite of mine, Going Kokomo, which sounds like it could easily be a part 2 to Oysters in My Pocket. And the sensational Razor Teeth, which sees them playing with those OG breaks, and I'm not mad about it. They're set to join Old J on their upcoming Australian tour, as well as play with them at this year's Groove in the Move festivals across Australia. They've also been booked for Splendour in the Grass 2023, and will be taking to the British shores in August to play both Reading and Leeds festivals, and I can't wait to see them. So there we go. That's Royel Otis. They're right at the start. Like, I think people will come back to this video in 3 or 4 years' time and be like, oh wow, he really was ahead of the curve there. They're working with some amazing people. Every song that they've put out in the last, I would say every single they've put out in the last 6 have been amazing singles. Just so excited to see what happens with them in their debut album and kind of where they go from here. I think they're definitely one to keep an eye on. But it's not about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen them perform before? Will you be checking them out at either Splendour or Groove in the Moo, or I think they might be playing like Big Day Out maybe, or no, they might be playing, yeah, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.